to find a better line. Oh, Avento. Oh, there goes Coma around. And there goes Avento. He's by Nanix. He flies up in front of the field. Won't save it. Coma puts his nose in, gets to the quarter panel. Avento into the wall. They say, welcome everybody to Daytona as we start racing now. Season 6 officially starting today, technically actually starting on Saturday, if I believe correctly. Man, can you tell it's been a long time since I've had to do pre-racing for anything? Alright, welcome everybody to Daytona International Speedway as we get ready for the Daytona Duel, or Duels, I don't know what you want to call it. Discord currently fights me to try to get this setting enabled. But again, we welcome you here to the International World Center of Racing. Man, I'm rusty. Let's take a look at the track. Apparently no one's on track right now. Let's show you something you guys have not seen in a long time. You lower the camera to the Team N pit box. Feels good being in the Team N pit box. Thank you all for joining us once again on Team N Sports. It's good to be back in MRL. It's been, what, almost a year or so since we've last gone racing. I mean, there was a summer series, but of course that was just for fun, just to get the testing underway for Season 6. We hope to stream everything for Season 6 here on the Team N channel, but, you know, I got school and all that stuff, so we'll see what we can do. But as we get ready, we got some fun stories and all that stuff to go over here in the pre-race. First up, let's go over the roster for Season 6. Some new teams and also some new drivers. So if we go and let me go look at the Nextel roster. Still Nextel Cup Series. We start with All-Star Racing. You're seeing stat lines and all the drivers below on the bottom of the screen. We'll talk a little bit about each team and how I think they're going to perform. All-Star Racing, owned by Radiant. Radiant not racing this season, but he is a reserve, so if he does need to go out on track, he will. But in All-Star Racing, we have Barry, who is now in his 6th season in MRL. That's crazy. He's the last one, and he's still going. Last original member, I should say, and he's still going. Coma goes to the 23 target car, so first time Coma doesn't really drive a Red Bull or iRacing car in any league. And Alpha. This team's going to be strong. Alpha is consistent, has always been consistent throughout pretty much any league he races in. Just has bad luck from time to time. Coma, of course, he's right now in a winless streak from the last couple of months. There we go. But, you know, still strong in Daytona, one of his best tracks, so we'll see how he performs. He will not make the 200, unfortunately, but will be here in the duel. Then we have JR Motorsports, owned by Junior. Finally has a D1 team. You know, we were all hyped up to see Junior get his own Nextel team, and he's got Krieger in the 19. Krieger, who has been doing really well in AIRL, the sister league, the MRL. He's been doing really good. He's still, I think, looking for his first win, but still looks strong, and we know what we can see from Krieger. Pink, also extremely strong in AIRL. He's got wins here in MRL as well. Just a luck thing. Same thing with Alpha. Bad luck always seems to strike. But if Pink can get lucky, I mean, he'll show up and almost win everything. So, and then rounding out JR Motorsports is Dan. Also been here since Season 2. 5th season in MRL. And excited to see Dan back in D1. Been kind of stuck in the lower leagues, or lower division, sorry, for a while. And then Blaze is the reserve driver for JR Motorsports. Then we move to B, the new team this season. And it's got some new drivers. Actually, all new drivers this season. We have Brace. I guess it's spelled wrong on the graphic there. I do apologize, but Brace driving the number 1. New this season. Haven't really seen anything from them. So be excited to see what they can do from here on out. And then we have Dark, a mid-pack to kind of mid-pack driver in AIRL, looking to maybe even get some wins here in MRL. So we've seen what Dark can do, and we'll see if he can maybe get some wins here in MRL. And then Bede, of course, driving for his own team. No reserve for the Bede Motorsports. And then we move to SOL Motorsports, owned by Evento. They are driving Dodge. I think the only team driving Dodge this season is Evento's team. And you got some stacked names on this one. You got Nanners driving the 9. Nanners, unfortunately, not able to make it tonight. There you go. Maybe shutting down the server. Oh, and you can't cheat us. This is... oh, man. There we go. A little bit of a sneak peek of how I make my graphics. Yeah. So as we get everyone back in the game, we'll go and run. I'll keep talking, though. Nanners, Season 4 champion. Can't make it tonight, unfortunately. But, we know Nanners is a upfront driver. Has been really fast. And even in the... the teleporter isn't working. Interesting. Well, let's just go and... while we have a bit more time, because Yummy's going to also explain some stuff. Let's go... Oh, why not upstairs? Let's go upstairs. This will be infinitely under construction. Oh, all the cars are gone, too. Wow. Interesting. I've not been to the Game Hub in a while. Oh, we'll go and sit down, like, right here. Why not? Oh, they all figure that out here in the MRL Game Hub. Beautiful place that Yummy has constructed here. But as I was saying, Nanners, we know he's a champion. Vento, also a champion. He was the Summer Series champion and Season 3 champion of MRL, driving the number 12 this season. We know Evento's great. We know he can win races. We've seen a lot from Evento. And then, technically, it's not marked down as a rookie, but a rookie. Oh, there it goes. Whoa, I didn't know I got... Wow, okay. Well, we're going to get straight teleported to Daytona. But also... we have a new driver for SL Motorsports. We have Estonian. If you've been in RAC, we've seen things from Estonian. Got his first win in the IndyCar kind of league that Junior's been starting up. Estonian actually doing really well with the cars, starting to take this pretty seriously. So a lot to see from Estonian. And then the final team, Hoonigan Racing, owned by Alpha. It's got CH Fan in the 00. CH Fan, very good driver. It's kind of been on this weird streak lately of, just kind of been being up front sometimes, not showing up other times. So we'll see if CH Fan can go back to his former glory or if he continues this weird trend that he's in. Saturn, a rookie this season, but oh boy, Saturn is, blowing everybody's mind in AIRLs. Right now, leading the points in front of Coma. Has gotten 2 wins so far in AIRL, I believe. And, it's been incredibly consistent and incredibly fast. It is impressive what Saturn's been able to do. And, I'm excited to see what Saturn can do in MRL. These cars are very similar. They are different, but they are extremely similar, and I'm excited to see what he can do in MRL. And then rounding out Hoonigan Racing is Ginty in the 67. Gentile has a win from last season. Excuse me. I believe he won at Auto Club. So he's coming back for another season. You can see him down there right now in the little information bar or whatever. Yep, 1 win. I got it right. My notes are correct. So everyone, I think Yummy right now, Yummy, our league owner, currently explaining all the new rules for this season, especially down pit lane. There's a fast lane, and then there's the lane you go into when you actually need to go to your pit box. Just to clear things up in pit lane, since, we're going to go to a multitude of tracks that have kind of narrow pit lanes, and it's going to be busy down pit lane. So for the times that it is, we're going to set up a system to just kind of help out with that. And that will be enforced, and Yummy will hand out penalties for that. All right, let's move on to what's coming up. We have a total, here's the next 7 races in MRL. They're all going to be, right now, they're all scheduled for Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I believe, or 8 p.m. Eastern. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern. But the Daytona 200, that's going to be this Saturday. We're going to try to stream it. It's going to be a rough day, but we're going to try to stream it. 80 laps. Last winner in the 200 was Coma. Then we have Auto Club, where Ginty won. Phoenix, Alpha won that in the Summer Series. Chicagoland, we haven't seen that since Season 4, and that was won by CH Fan. Iowa, brand new to the MRL schedule, but Avento won it in the Summer Series. Watkins Glen was last won by CH Fan. And then Charlotte was won by Pink in the Summer Series. And I think Charlotte also went away last season, or we didn't get to it last season. One or the other, with the short seasons and all that. So there was a poll handed out to the drivers. We're going to go through all the different polls, and looks like there's some overlapping things here. So we're going to have to turn off the bar there at the bottom. But there's a bunch of questions asked to the drivers, and here's their responses. Taking home the title, most drivers thought that either Coma or Nanners would take home the title. 3 votes for them. Then Avento and Estonian tying for 3rd place with 2 votes. Be surprised if Estonian takes the title. And then Pink with only 1 vote down there in 5th place. Don't worry, there's more questions than this. Who gets the most wins? Coma is expected by most drivers to get the most wins. 5 votes for him. Estonian with 3, Avento with 2, and Saturn with 1 vote. I think Estonia, I don't know why Estonian's up here so high for this one, but I mean, maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe Estonia will get the most wins this season. Anything is possible. Saturn, I think, actually has a shot at this. Question 3, who do you think is the most overrated? Coma is going to be the most overrated, and, so far it's won every category. CH Fan sitting in 2nd place with 2 votes, and then it's a 3-way tie for 3rd place between Avento, Nanners, and Pink. We only grabbed the top 5 answers. I think there's a couple more that were in some of these, but we only grabbed the top 5, as that was kind of what was relevant. So, overrated? Coma, I guess. We'll see if he is. Who's the underrated driver? Most people think Estonian's the underrated driver, but they seem to be rating him pretty highly, so I'll be surprised if he's underrated. Alpha in 2nd place with 2 votes, and then it's a 3-way tie between Ginty, of all people, CH Fan, and Pink. I don't know how Ginty got on this list. I think he's pretty well rated. I kid. But who knows? Maybe Estonian will be like the next best thing. Who will make a fool of themselves? People expect it to be Ginty. It's 4 votes to Ginty. Coma's on here. That's possible. Coma is suspected to win everything, and so far he hasn't been able to win in the last month. Avento up there as well. I don't see that. I mean, Avento could just say something and be funny. CH Fan's up here as well as Nanners. So Ginty winning a category, and I think there's one more. Nope, that's it. Those are the 5 questions. So those were kind of just handed out before the season started. The drivers kind of just said who they thought were going to be the, fools and whatever. Man, I'm so good at this. All right, so there is one last thing to talk about, but we'll get to that in a minute. We'll let the new drivers and teams go at the bottom of the screen, just so, we can all understand them. It's a brand new set of cars and numbers. I don't think anyone's in the same car that they were last season, or in a car that they are usually in. Avento drove the 24. Now that's Alpha. Trying to think of who else. 80, you'd think that would be Junior, and it looks like Junior's car, but nope, it's going to be Pink. There's another couple. Oh, Saturn driving the 43. It looks exactly like what Alpha would ride. So if I do mix up a couple of drivers, I apologize ahead of time. But looks like right now everyone's just kind of trying to get the maybe just trying to understand what's going on. Oh. Feel like Yummy's maybe explaining stuff to these drivers. I don't think anyone's going to go and take an interview right now, as Yummy's probably explaining crucial information. But let's explain a little bit about what these duels will entail. So let's go ahead and pull up the race information here. So that's not quite right. I don't think that's right. Let's go and refresh this. There we go. So shouldn't need the pit, but 45 laps for each of the duels if we have two. We might only have one depending on how many people show up and how Yummy wants to split the field if he wants to. It's 112 miles. So again, no one should need to pit if we stay green the whole time, but we might expect some pit stops if we have some cautions, and pit speed is 100 studs per second. So right now, I mean, everyone's just kind of hanging out in front, right in the garage access kind of road there. Ooh. There we go. My camera was not working correctly there. Let's see if we can find any more drivers. We found a Vento. Vento sitting here on the pit wall. Probably just listening to what Yummy is saying. See if I can go and fix this. There we go. Oh, there goes a Vento. We found Estonian. He's sitting here also next to the pit wall, and now jumping all around. We got Saturn, Dan, and I believe that's Alpha. Alpha currently banned on his main account, having to run on an alt, unfortunately. Got a collection of drivers over here next to the T-Man pit box. We have Dark. Oh, that's going to be Coma there, I believe. Jinty and a CH fan. And while we have Coma sitting right here, let's talk a little bit about Coma. Currently has 10 starts in MRL, 3 wins, and 7 top 5s. A pretty good stat sheet all around. But you know, the Daytona, he says that he hates this track, but it's one of his better tracks. You know, he's won the Daytona 200 last season. He keeps winning it in other leagues. So we'll be keeping an eye on what Coma can do. Again, can't make the 200, but we'll see if he can maybe win the duel and then just steal pole from someone else. So while Yummy's explaining some more stuff, let's get a team owner up here. All-Star Racing is owned by Radiant. Let's get Radiant up here. Or try to, at least. Hello? Oh.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Oh, there you go. There you are. Yeah, we
Hello.
can hear you. So Radiant, I'm just gonna say this: you might have the best team right now in the league. It's definitely gonna be some fierce competition, but it looks like the silly season kind of went your way this time. I heard there was a hiccup along the way, but would you say Summer Series went a little bit better in season 5 or in season 6 than it did in season 5?
Sorry, could you repeat the question? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, did you think silly season went a little bit better this time around in season 6 than it did in season 5?
Yeah, I'd say it went a lot better. We actually got the drivers we wanted this time, compared to last season when they, abandoned ship. But that's understandable. But yeah, we got the drivers we wanted this season. That was our main hurdle to actually, being a good team. Not to say we were a bad team last season. We just didn't have the drivers, but now we do. So yeah, I'd say it went a lot better.
Right. And how confident are you in this team winning constructors championship?
I am exceedingly confident that we're going to win the constructors championship. Like I said, we've got good drivers. We've got confident drivers that have won before, and hopefully drivers that'll win again.
Right, and we're going to Daytona. This is one of your favorite tracks, if I'm not wrong. We have Coma, who's going to be racing tonight, and I've already forgotten who your other drivers are. So let me take a look. Again, Barry, unfortunately, not able to make it, and then Alpha, who might be up in the air. It looks like you might have a couple of drivers maybe missing out in the first race. Is that going to be of too much concern, or is it just going to be one race, not too much to worry about?
No, I'm not really concerned by that. Yummy has brought up the point that it's going to be hard to catch up because wins aren't rewarded more than second place. But you don't really need to just go out there and win everything to catch up. The consistency is key, and I believe that just about everyone on the team is ready to be consistent for the rest of the season. And that is what I believe is going to help us in the last couple of weeks.
All right, Radiant. Well, anything else to add on for tonight? As it looks like qualifying just now starting. Anything else?
No, not really anything else to add, other than I'm just glad that MRL's back and racing again in the main series. And I know that that sort of announcement happened a while ago before the summer series, but I'm just still glad that it's back.
Right, it's real this time. Well, thank you, Radiant, and
Yeah.
good luck on your drivers. We hope
Thank
that
you.
two of them can at least show up tonight, and then hopefully there's an
Right.
open spot for Barry on Saturday. So we'll let you down, and Discord will cooperate. Drivers are competing for this trophy. We showed it just a moment ago, but they're competing for the shootout trophy. But shootout, duels, that's all kind of the same thing. Wow, I'm still having. That's crazy that I'm having spectate menu issues. But qualifying currently underway. We've just got to give it a moment to refresh. Okay, there we go. So, interesting that I don't have any drivers. Oh, it's because I rejoined the game. Well, Evento put down the first time, if I'm not wrong, a 49.313. This sweatshirt's going to become uncomfortable fast. Just do excuse me for a moment. Oh, there we go. Estonian, 49.346. There's only one lap. You only get one here in MRL. I mean, that is 2/100ths of a difference. So times are going to be so tight throughout qualifying. Can't say that with a straight face. Dan up next, driving the 99 Bass Pro Shop and Black Rifle Coffee Company Chevy. Kind of similar to what we've seen from him in the past in the Summer Series and all that. And Dan is driving for Junior Motorsports. Radar Motorsports. However you want to say it. See the sun in the background. That will be going down more and will be a hindrance to drivers as they enter to turn 3. They were complaining about it in practice as Dan, a 49.5 will be the slowest time on the board so far. Alpha up next. But as I was saying, that sun, as it lowers, it's going to get really hard for these drivers to see going into turn 3. And they were complaining in practice how, you can't see. You need sunglasses, basically, for your computer screen. Saturn is on deck after Alpha. Alpha driving for All-Star Racing. Vento driving for SOL Motorsports, as well as Estonian. Looks like we'll have a pretty good field on hand for tonight. I believe 10 drivers are set up right now in the race control voice chat. A little bit different than in seasons past where all the drivers are muted. It's just Yummy. Yummy's giving a little bit more leeway as Alpha takes pole, 49.263. Saturn. Don't mistake it. This is Saturn. Justin Haley is Alpha, just for tonight. But in the seasons past, all the drivers are muted. They all get to talk now. So. Interesting interesting. Something we did in the summer series, and I think Yomi's going to continue it until everyone starts talking over each other, like they did in season 2. You haven't watched the season 2 Daytona 200. I don't recommend you do, but a lot of things were set from that race. It was a very important race to have. So the trick is to stay up on the high lane. The middle and lower lane actually slows your car down. It works best for these cars and makes the best racing product if you hang up on that high lane. Saturn, a 49.3 flat, slams that car into the pit wall. That is something we're going to have to keep in mind as well as we start this season off is, we have damage. These cars will have damage. You can't just slam into the wall or into other drivers. That will end in catastrophe. These drivers got to be careful. Up next is CH Van in the 00. Oh, sorry. What team does Saturn drive for? He drives for Hoonigan Racing, and so does CH Van, the 00. Coma on deck. I swear I get a little bit better when the race actually starts. I'm having a rough time up here in the booth. That sun's starting to get bright in turn 4. Yumi has a very nice looking lighting model. Alpha will, or not Alpha. So, CH Van gets a 49.379. I'm already confusing. I didn't even think I'd confuse CHman for Alpha. All right, Coma up next, driver for All-Star Racing. And a Target car. I don't think he's ever driven a Target car before. And, he likes it. He thinks this is better than, some Red Bull car or some iRacing car. Radiant did a great job in making the scheme. Schemes from the era of the Gen 4 just looks so much better than any new car that's made the fit for the Gen 4. Come on, right up on that top lane. Across the tri-oval. And 6th place, a 49.413. Not a very good time for Coma. Oh, I can still see CH Fan on my spectate menu. Looks like Ginty will be up next. Or no, my spectate menu broke. That is impressive. Oh. Can't spell rejoin. Up next will be Pink. Man, I'm going to really confuse drivers this season. We'll get the qualifying times back up there as soon as Pink crosses the line, hopefully. We'll go and hide them for now anyway. Pink driving for JR Motorsports. Driving the number 80 Kroger Chevy. I can't believe I still have spectate menu issues. I can't imagine why. Oh, it isn't from Gen 4 era? I mean, it kind of looked like it. Pink, 5th place, a 49.346, just a hair slower than Avento's time, or sorry, than Estonian's time. We only count the first 3 numbers on the board here, but it goes farther than that. Oh, interesting. Well, it looks great. Ginty, the 3rd driver for Hoonigan Racing, so all of the Hoonigan Racing cars will be on track. In the I can't read the name designs board. We go back to last season. And if my memory serves me right, which it usually doesn't, Ginty won
Tried
the...
to break, but
Okay, well, let me go and play the audio. But if my memory serves me right, Ginty won the shootout last season. Don't tell me my spectate menu broke again. Is there not a car on track? No. Up next is Dark, who is getting told to go by Yummy, but... Oh. Get out of his car and, spawn a new one. There he goes. Dark driving the number 91 for Bead Motorsport. Oh. He must be having some lag issues. He jumps out of the car and walks around. I'm looking on his stream and it is significantly farther back than it should be. So Dark having some internet issues as of right now. It's okay. We see the shadow falling over Daytona International Speedway. Oh, and yep, there goes the stream. No, I don't want to watch Family Feud. Not right now. So we'll try to get maybe Dark back here as soon as we can. Looks like there he is there. We'll try this one again. I think he had to end that stream. Fortunately, we will not have Dark's POV. We have Owen's POV. As of right now, Alpha holding on to pole for the duels. Saturn, Evento, Ginty, Estonian Pink, CH Fan, Coma, and Dan. That sun is bright. All right, and Dark will qualify 9th of 49.513. Not be at the back of the pack, but will be right there nearing the end. And I think that will wrap up qualifying. See, so go back to our wide shot here. We'll give everyone just a moment, but I think that will wrap up qualifying. We'll give everyone a little bit of time to line up. Again, 10 drivers for the first duel. We'll see if Yummy splits this up or if it goes into 2 groups of 5. We'll have that information right after a short break. Stay tuned. The full race is coming up next. Oh, look at that. There's the news. There we go. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with either the only duel, well, it's kind of counterintuitive, or duel number 1. Welcome everybody to Long Beach. No. We ain't at Long Beach. That right there's, there we go. Come on, graphics man, you know what you're doing. Daytona Duel. Welcome everybody to Duel number 1. It's 2 groups of 5 as they go out pace here at Daytona International Speedway. We'll go and give you all the information here in just a moment about tonight's race, but see everyone starting to pace, and we'll go over the starting lineup for Duel number 1 on the pole. No, it's not Avento. Find a better line. Oh, Avento! No, it's not Avento. It's Alpha on the pole. And row number 2. In second place is Avento. Third is Estonian. Fourth is CH-Man. And in 5th place is Dark. No POV. We do have a couple of alt casts. Oh, Yummy, you're such a liar. Whatever. So, okay, so Yummy lied to me. It's 25 laps, not 45. So 25 laps. Another thing that's new this season. It's the weather. Yummy will take the hard left turn. I guess we're gonna have to talk about it later, as our graphics department is still having a skill issue. We are underway for Duel number 1. It's a good start by Alpha. Everyone will line up on that top lane. Oh, and we already have trouble. Now we have 3 cars functioning on the bottom lane. Sorry, I'm having a skill issue moment here. I'm trying to find something. I just can't find it. So we'll have graphics up in a moment, just not now. There we go. I apologize. So Alpha holds on to the lead. CH ran up the second place, who's now starting to fuel conserve. Dark sitting in 3rd, Avento in 4th, and Estonian back in 5th as they start to migrate towards the lower lane. It'll start to be interesting once we get more than 5 cars on the racetrack. Again, main event is on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Dark giving Alpha a little bit of a push on that inside lane. These cars do have arrow push, so you don't directly have to push them. In fact, you probably don't want to do that, then you'll have a bumper lock. Kind of getting down on that bottom lane, pushing each other. Alpha gets a huge boost from it. Dark is going to have an opportunity to maybe look to the outside here once they leave turn 3. Puts the nose in on the inside. Doesn't quite work out. Avento to the outside lane. Estonian will join with. Those two are teammates. The only teammates on the racetrack. Everyone else is from a different team. Alpha going down low. Dark almost turns Alpha. Goes towards the middle. That could have ended horribly. High lane not quite working out. It is fastest up there as Avento tags the wall. It's faster up there, but, you know, if you work together on the inside, it's just a little bit faster, I guess. Avento comes down towards the trial and there's no lane helping or lane assist as whoa, CH Fan gets loose in the trial. So there's no lane assist or anything. That's what I'm going to call it. In the tri-oval. Oh, there's the lights they just turned on. Must be that time of the night. Also means that the drivers are going to have to start dealing with some blinding sun going into turn 3. Oh. Fuel conserving going on. I mean, it's 25 laps. Is it really necessary to conserve fuel? Alpha gets a huge boost from it, though. There's that sun. Drivers get to look directly at that going into turn 3. Huge run for CH Fan. Actually going to end up pushing Alpha. Alpha stays in the lead. CH Fan looking down low. He comes down and loses the lane as well. Oh, Dark and Avento was having an incident. CH Fan looks to the outside. It's going to get hung out to dry. Estonian maybe looking to start that outside lane once again. Oh, Alpha hits the wall. Well, it looks like that outside lane's going to start to go somewhere. And huge advantage going out of turn 4. Clears the entirety of the inside lane. Alpha will hold on to the lead. Oh, CH Fan into the wall with Estonian. They save it. On our first major incident of the night. See if we can get a replay of that. Looks like CH Fan might have just came up the racetrack. He did, as now Dark looks to the Avento into the wall. Dark to the outside. Hopefully get some help. Get a lead change in this race. Gets a huge run out of turn number 4. And a new leader. It's going to be Dark, but Alpha looking to take this one right back. Quarter panels touch. As now Alpha goes to the outside. Cars on the high line, 2 on the inside. You saw how well that worked going out of turn 4. As long as that high lane can hold it together, it looks like they can for the most part. Alpha will take back the lead. And oh, gets caught in the middle. Here comes Avento with some help on the outside. Squeezes Alpha in the middle. And now Alpha's going to be caught in the worst lane. CH Fan's going to help as Estonian nearly turns Avento. Avento gets a huge run from it though. And he's going to take the lead. 3 wide for second. Estonian coming down. Into the apron goes of, Alpha and Dark. They save it. I'm not sure if any penalties have been handed out, but I wouldn't be surprised if there already has been. And it looks like one might be getting handed out, and it will be on the 42 for reckless driving. Grid drop next restart. Huge run on the outside for CH Fan and Alpha. Dark tried to take some of that. Didn't quite work out. Oh, as Avento, risky block on the inside. Seems like when it's 2 cars, it kind of works if they can work together, but 3 versus 2, I think 3 is going to win. But they got a good run out of turn 4. This is valuable data for those in duel number 2. CH Fan and Alpha have a little bit of some miscommunication there. Alpha will drop down to the inside lane. You know, for those in duel 2, they can see that, hey, there's 3 cars on the inside. It's going to be better than 2 cars on the outside. Still pretty neck and neck as some contact between Dark and Alpha. Alpha goes out to the high side. Estonian. Oh my goodness. That's momentum. Estonian got caught up. I think, you know, the draft model's kind of weird We just get those bursts of energy, and a little bit hard to control. Estonian will take the lead, though. He'll lead some laps. The H-Man got some help from Dark on the inside. Looks like those two might pair up together. All four manufacturers in this race. Estonian goes up to the wall. Couldn't handle the bump from Avento. They drift backwards. Alpha will go down to the inside. Oh, Alpha nearly turns Avento. What a save. What a save by Avento. Had that car almost completely sideways. Take a look at that one back on the replay. You're going to see Alpha come up here out of the corner. Or, sorry, Avento. I mean, they kind of both went up. One went up, one went down, and then Avento, wow, drifting that thing. Huge run for CH Van. Alpha loose on the inside. CH Fan starts to feel concerned. Estonian and Dark go to the outside. Be 3 on 2. Now the outside line's gonna have a better shot here. See them just whirl by. Saturn's in a seat. Still trying to work at 3 and 2. Each lane, Dark's gonna get pushed into the middle by Avento. Not gonna be very helpful. They're gonna go 3 wide for the lead. H-Tran got a good bump there. And Estonian. No, Dark will fall into the middle on that inside line. Dark gonna get caught in the middle once again, and so will CH Van. He can't get down low in time. Alpha's gonna back off, but Dark is there. Man, was that close across the line. Alpha all over the back bumper of CH Fan. And CH Fan 000, Alpha 24, Estonian 42, Dark 91, and Avento 12. I mean, everybody gets a whole new number this season. Still not sure why CH Fan is fuel conserving. We're coming up on 10 to go next time by. I can't imagine that fuel doesn't last 25 laps. I mean, I get not wanting to be too far out front, but you're not. 10 to go. In duel number 1, CH Fan, Alpha, Dark, Avento, and Estonian, your running order. Got some big names coming up in duel number 2. Coma. You got Saturn. Other driver, Pink is in the next one. Some big names coming up. Mark goes down to the inside, tries to take the lead away, but CH1 goes up. We'll take it right back. Big pushes coming through on the high side. 9 laps to go here at Daytona. Estonian now looking down to the inside. See if Avento maybe tries to help. It looks like they're just going to fall back. Oh, Estonian, some contact there with the 12. Might try to line up in line with his teammate, but Dark is closing that gap, and now it's just going to be Estonian on the low side. Oh, everyone getting a little bit caught up. Alpha into the wall. We got a caution. Alpha getting caught up on the wall, and that lights his car ablaze. So CHN will come across the line first, then Estonian, then Dark, and then Avento. Oh, and they slam into each other. You can't do that. You cannot slam into each other when you're slowing down, because that's going to just cause more issue. So let's see if we can find out what happened here on our replay. So we're going to watch Alpha, who's in the 24, gets a bump. Here from Avento, gets another bump. Oh, kind of went low, almost turned CH, and then it gets caught by Avento. We'll slow this down even more. This wasn't really slowed down that much. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to put blame on anyone there. Go back green, or sorry, go back pacing. Currently getting repairs. See him in his pit box getting repairs. It's gonna take a lot of time, and Yummy said we will not wait for you under caution for you to get repairs. Still see, still getting repairs as everyone else will head into pit lane. CH Fan, Estonian, Avento, and then Dark. You can see that's the fast lane doing its magic. The only dip from this far right lane, your pit box is coming up. The driver's doing a great job. Looks like everyone will take fuel and tires. Just a little bit of fuel for everybody, but tires is going to be important. It's a fast stop by Estonian, an even faster one by Avento, and oh, CH Man has repairs on his car, and he gets out later. Line up behind Rady. There was a little bit of a showcase of the damage that these cars have, and you can't shove them too much. Take so much, and as the damage, it's a percentage from 100, which is a perfect condition, to 0, which is your car's on fire. The lower the percentage gets, the worse your car is going to run. The slower it'll go, the more it's not going to wrath with people. I don't think it has anything to do with affect tire wear, but there are tire temperatures, and it is a cold day. Everyone gets lined up. Radiant will pull in. So will Estonian, he pulls out. Excuse me. Oh, 6 laps to go and we go back green. Not sure what happened to Estonian. It was just an awful start. Pulled off to the right. It's gonna make it so Avento has some breathing room. CH-Fan and Alpha are approaching quickly. H-Fan looks slow. Avento can't block in time. We'll see who Alpha goes and picks to help. He'll go and help CH-Fan. That's once he gets caught up. Outside lane prevails through 3 and 4. Avento will take the lead right back. 5 laps to go. Dark and Estonian try to catch up. They're about half a second behind. Big push from CHN to Avento. Avento will keep it on the gas. Pack reforms. CHN still fuel conserving or letting off. Interesting strategy. Defensive lane for Avento. But I don't think that's going to quite work out. Estonian's going to go up high, and that's actually going to hurt his teammate. CHN will take the lead. Four laps to go. CHN, Alpha, Estonian, and then Dark and Avento side by side for 4th place. Well, CHN letting off. Trying to hold Alpha back as there's some shenanigans going on behind. Not sure what that all was. There goes CHN getting rid of that lead. Those guys in the back are playing it pretty risky. Coming up on 3 laps to go of Alpha. Almost wants to look to that inside lane. Everyone's starting to get a little bit all over the place. Here comes Avento. He's got help on the inside. And they make that inside lane work as Estonian goes back to the high side. You need 3 cars down there. Estonian not being too helpful to his teammate. They go 3 wide. 2nd place. CHN still on the high side. Oh, Alpha. I'm not sure if that was a bumper lock, but got caught up with CHN. Balled to him to the wall. And now Alpha will go low. Dark will also stay down low. 2 laps to go. Gonna be neck and neck between these two. H-Man running that middle lane. That's not gonna help him. You gotta run the high lane. They get up top. They get a little bit of a run. Estonian comes down. It hits Avento. He dives into the apron. Now Alpha's gonna be stuck in the middle. CHN blocking 3 lanes. Avento coming on the inside. He's got help from Dark. Estonian pushing CHN. Alpha tags Dark, got loose. There goes that help on the inside. CHN will take the white flag. 1 lap to go. This race is finalized. Estonian looked low to help out his teammate. 2 by 2 as they go into turn 1. Alpha helping CHN, Estonian helping Avento. Which lane will Dark pick? Outside lane gets a nice speed boost. CHN got off the gas and he gets a huge boost down the back straightaway. Can Avento dodge a block? He goes to the outside. Estonian shoves Alpha into the wall. And that might do it. CHN out of turn 4. He's got some room behind him. And he's going to win duel number 1. They're 3 wide for 3rd place. And what, man, was it a dead heat for 3rd place. Look at how close that was. Dark just by a nose. See if we can get CH Fan, who won this race, up here. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. CH Fan, where are you? Oh, wait, do you have a mic, CH Fan? CH Fan? Give you 5 seconds. Oh. Earth of CH Fan? Hello? Alright, well, it looks like we're having technical difficulties with CH Fan. So unfortunately, we won't be able to get an interview with him. With everyone else now lining up on the front straightaway, we'll go over your starting lineup for duel number 2. Discord is not cooperating. Pace car drivers running over some people here. Trying to pull up some sources. Here we go. What? Excuse me, YouTube. That is not at all what I thought. Alright, so we're gonna have Coma's POV. Hopefully we get Pink's POV as well. But let's go over your starting lineup. For duel number 2, Saturn will take pole for duel number 2. Then Genty in second place. There he is. Pink in third. Coma in fourth. And Dan rounding out the field. Excuse me. Looks like CH might be able to get an interview now. Where are you? Are you anywhere on?
Hello?
Game? Hello, CH. Where are you? Game?
I'm in the grandstands, but I'm coming right now. There we go. I need to get to my car actually in the garage. There we go. Alright, there we go. I'm here. Hello?
Yeah, hello, CH. I'll let you get to your car. So, CH Fan, it looks like there was kind of some chaos behind you as the race, as the final lap kind of ended there. Was that kind of relieving to see going through 3 and 4?
Not really. Like, I thought I wasn't gonna win. Like, I thought Vento and Estonian were about to like team up on me, but you know. But I wasn't expecting that. I thought I wasn't gonna win, but yeah, we're pretty fast. Now, nice set up a Chevy, but in my home race, you know, from Daytona, is really special.
Well,
So,
anything else to add on for the night, CH Fan, as we get ready for duel number 2?
Good luck.
Duel number 2 is about to go underway. We actually have the information for track temperature. It is cold out. 67 degrees is what the air temperature is, but the track temp a little bit warmer, 74 degrees. Mostly sunny, as you can see a few clouds in the sky, and the sun's actually just gone now, but yep. Saturn on the pole, that's not Alpha. Don't confuse them. It's very easy to. Then Genty, then Pink, not Junior, Coma, and Dan. This is your starting lineup. Ready to pull pull it in. And we are underway for duel number 2. Everyone stays single file into turn 1. Pink into the wall, makes Coma go low. They'll squeeze each other. They go through 1 and 2. Inti now looking down to the inside, backs up, but Coma doesn't really want to push. Gets back in line. That outside lane's going to start working together a little bit better. And Coma's going to probably do the smart thing here, go through the middle. And look at that speed he gets through the middle. Somehow finds a run. Makes Saturn have to come down low. Gets back up high to block the run. But wow, using the lanes to his advantage. Showing that, you know, you can kind of still be in that top lane, even though you're not as far up as you can be. Saturn will continue to block that high side. Ginty will try to get in line as Dan slams into the wall. You gotta be careful while you do that. Coma finds some room up front. Pink kind of let him in. They go 2 wide in the back. Pink blocking Ginty. That was a little bit of a late block. Coma goes down low, brings Pink with them. They are not teammates, but you know, they're teammates in pretty much any other league. So they'll work together. Coma will take the lead, will go up top to block the run by Saturn. That was a huge run that Saturn had. Tries to block again a little bit late. Saturn will have that outside lane as these cars spread across pretty much everywhere. Saturn will line up behind the 23. Sorry about that. Dan, right in the middle up top. Let's see how that outside lane is just a little bit better when you have some help. The block, Dan does not block the run by Saturn. Saturn goes down low. Being kind of indecisive. All over the racetrack back there. Still up top. There's no benefit to going up top in the tri-oval. So Saturn and Ginty will take advantage and actually pass slightly Coma. But he'll get a run going into turn 1. He'll take the lead right back and drop down low. Comes back up though. Block the run from Dan. Doing the Coma line, high, low, high. Can't believe he's trying to make it work at Daytona. Five laps. Complete. Still on the outside, right behind is Dan, then Pink on the inside. You have Saturn and Ginty. Coma going all over the racetrack, couldn't block the outside that time. Trying to pinch Dan up to the wall as he gets help from Saturn, who backs off and will push Dan. Coma no help here going into turns 3 and 4. He'll hang it up as high as he can, not give anyone that much room. Dan will take the lead. Pink kind of struggling. He's back there quite a bit. Not sure if he's experiencing any lag or not. He is not streaming. Any lag is just going to be on his. Whoa, got really loose back there. As Coma makes it go 3 wide, puts his nose in the middle and makes it work. Dan drops back on the inside. That'll give Pink a little bit of help in terms of draft. But Pink can't hold a line right now. He's swerving all over the racetrack. Looks like he's trying to keep his tires warm, but no one else is really doing that. It's really kind of harmfully. Oh, Saturn bounces off the wall. Coma goes around. Caution will come out. And it's going to be a battle coming back to the line. So that will bring out our first caution for duel number 2, second caution of the night. Let's see if we can kind of see what happened here. So it looks like Saturn's gonna get into the wall here. Yeah, gets into the wall, bounces down into Ginty and Coma. Coma's on top of Ginty's hood and just spins around. So we'll regroup everyone back together. We'll take another look at this angle. Still warming up those tires. That will be a new thing that these drivers will have to worry about, especially as we stop, after a caution to review, is those tires. So we'll go ahead and take another look at this from a different angle. This is from a top-down view from Dan. You're going to see Saturn, who's going to be at the bottom of your screen. Kind of drifts up the racetrack just a bit here out of turn 4. And you can see the wall pop there. So only 6 laps complete, coming up on lap 7. Let's see who comes down pit lane. Looks like Ginty will come in, and everyone else will follow. So again, the pit rules coming into play here. I think Como wanted to take the number 42 pit box, but then remember he's not driving a 42 target car. Get the number 1 pit box. Ginty out pretty quick, as well as Saturn and Pink. Dan will hang out kind of behind by quite a lot. Oh, but Pink will actually let Dan by. Como will go and get some repairs done. Probably got quite a few. Oh, that's loud. Oh, CH wins. Gotta remember to not hit each other as they slow down. That will cause damage. Grid drop has been awarded to Saturn, so he'll drop to the back, and we'll get lined back up. Caution pretty early here in duel number 2. Race car comes in. Ginty in the control car, and we're back underway here at Daytona. Bad start by Dan. Leaves that bottom lane wide open for Pink to take. Kind of bounce off of each other as they go through the tri-oval, or the short chute. And actually might actually... It's going to work out better for Dan as Pink is all alone on the inside. Saturn will come down and... oh, Pink! Whoa! Swerving. Look at Thunder. Down on that inside lane. His strategy here at Daytona is kind of weird, but he does it every time. Oh, Ginty and Coma! What a late block. A good save, but wow, was that close to being bad. Saturn will take the lead. If we take a look at this one, I think Coma is just going to come down low, and Genty just wasn't fully there. Kind of came down. Good save, though. Good save. Saturn looks like there's a little bit of a glitch. If you kind of get off the gas and then get back on it, you get a huge speed boost. Might be a little bit of a strategy that these drivers might try to use. And goes down low, doesn't want to give Saturn another big shove. Helped by Genty to take the lead. Maybe CHFan was not an idiot for getting off the gas. Maybe it's a glitch these drivers have found. Genty hanging up all the way on the bottom. Coma kind of running the most efficient line as Dan starts to bumper car off of Coma on the wall. Look how close that was across the line. I see. Thank you, Yummy, for the clarification and the information, I guess. So it's a risky move, but they seem to be doing it. So they almost go 3 wide. Genty backs out. Oh, Coma comes back up. Pink is nowhere to be seen. What happened to Pink? Oh, that's what happened to Pink. Okay. So Pink kind of stopped on the apron before turn 1. Not sure what's happened to him. Oh, I see. He got okay. Okay. Well, I probably shouldn't be saying. Oh, okay. I understand that he got kidnapped. No, but family. Gotta love family. Dan right now blocking 2 lanes. Saturn and Coma, that's got to be a scary mirror. Saturn, you don't want to block because he's really fast. You also don't want to block Coma because he's pretty fast. Saturn getting some help by Genty on the high side. These 2 are teammates. And all the way down low. Coma and Saturn, and Genty will pass. It just shows you that inside lane is just not fast compared to the outside, especially without help. Saturn will take. Well, had a gap, but shows you how little those runs last. Coma will stay side by side. Outside lane just so much better. Coma's gonna get some help here from Dan. Saturn off the gas. Trying to get a speed boost going into turn 3. Trying to get any help here, going through 3 and 4. Somehow Coma just able to make that. It's like in the middle of the middle on the high lane. You still get the benefits of the high lane, but you're not super high up on the corner. Got off the gas once again. Oh, Ginty coming down on Coma. Oh boy, this might be scary. Good save by Ginty, keeping it from coming way back up on the racetrack. See if we can maybe look at what happened there. Was it like a bad push? No, it just kind of came down. And wow, I mean, it looked like he was going to go way up the racetrack. Good save by Ginty. He'll back off and fall behind Dan. I'll get a grid drop for reckless driving. The next caution or restart, or really anything. These will probably transfer over to the 200. And T will have to start at the back. Big run for Saturn. And has never made a start here in MRL. That was a pretty big hit from Dan. Of course, oh, Dan! He's gonna do it this time. Comes down on Ginty and Coma. Coma's gonna come back up on the racetrack safely this time. Looked like the same thing happened right there. Oh, it was kind of a three-way sandwich. Ginty kind of put his nose in. That one not really entirely on Dan. I'd say it's about 50-50. Of course, Yummy is the final decider as Ginty gets loose through turn 2. All right, Junior, that was a bad push. This one's going to be a good one, though. Saturn rockets out in front of everybody. Will fall into second place. Ginty behind. Dan in third or fourth. 6 laps to go. Ginty down low. Drop back. Coma giving a push to Saturn, and he'll rocket out in front of the field again. I think Saturn likes to gamble. Oh, Pink will rejoin the race. He'll be a few laps down, I assume. Comes Coma with the run. He looks down to the inside, gets back in line. And defending Daytona 200 champion won't make the race, but just here kind of for the fun of it. For the love of the job. Going to be side by side as they come across the line. 5 laps to go here in duel number 2 to decide the outside lane for the Daytona 200. Making it work. Side by side, down the back straightaway. Here comes a push from Dan. Will follow up as well on the outside. Coma with no help. Saturn gets another good push. He's really able to make it work. And playing in a little bit, gambling with that wall. And now here he goes to the inside. Try to take this lead away. 4 to go. He'll clear Saturn for the lead. Had a good push, made the lane work. Now he's going to be blocking. He'll get a good push. I think Coma's got a good line here. If he was able to race in the 200, I think that line would give him the win. But he can't make it, unfortunately. And good block. Gets a good push from it, too. Coma going down the block. Pink will back off. We got 3 laps to go. He's got some other plans. Coma has other plans. That's why he's not able to make the 200. Oh, bumper lock. Oh, there goes Saturn. Good save by everybody. Dan will fall back through the middle. Ginty and Coma will now be side by side for the lead. I'm not sure if that was a bumper lock or a bad push or what. That was not ideal. It looks like Dan maybe got shoved into the wall by Saturn, and then a little bit of chaos from there. As Ginty holds the lead. Two laps to go in duel number 2. Ginty with the lead. Coma with a push on the inside. He might go side by side, but Dan on the outside giving Ginty a push to keep him in the lead. Coma. Oh, Ginty, a late block. Oh, there he goes. Caution, and that will end the race. It's a race back to the line. Whoever gets to the line first is going to win. And then, man. Pink 8 laps down. Looks like he's just going to go and help Saturn, or excuse me, Dan. Nope, there's no overtime in MRL. It's gone. And that's going to end the race under caution. Dan will be your winner for duel number 2. Let's try to see if we can take a look at what happened there. I have a pretty good idea, though. We'll slow it down. I mean, Coma had a run. He was coming down on the inside, and Ginty just blocked late. Took both of them, and you can see the car going fully around. That's going to bring out a caution every time. And so, Dan will bring our first ever yellow and checkered off one of the new rules as well for this season. I'm sure that'll give Ginty a drive-through for the 200. Yeah, he did. He did do that. Pink will go get one of his laps back. Is anyone gonna go down pit road? That'd be really funny if someone went down pit road. Nope. Dan will come across the line under yellow to win duel number 2. As they all kind of push the base car. That will end the duels. Man. He's going to be right on the front row. The 200. Unfortunately, Dan, I don't think I've ever heard him talk. But I mean, yeah, no, I don't think he ever talks. So, no interview for Dan, unfortunately. So CHFan and Dan will be on the front row for the Daytona 200. Go and take a look at this from the up top angle. Oh, Dan? Spawn his car. And I guess walk his way to victory lane. Let's go ahead and watch along with Ginty. So we go up to this caution. See the run there by Coma and just Went down and blocked late. CHN and Dan will park their cars here in Victory Lane. Someone gets smited. Oh, you've heard his voice? I've never heard it, but he's a man of few words. There's Dan. Leg repair box. There they go on Victory Lane to win the shootout trophy. I mean, there's 2 cars on there. It's kind of like the dual trophy, a dual trophy. Saturn go up on the Victory Lane podium as well. I mean, he hasn't won anything, but he'll go and congratulate some of his fellow racers. And that will conclude it for tonight. We plead for you to stay tuned for the Daytona 200 on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So again, that's this Saturday. Oh, there goes Saturn. This Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be having the full-length race, 200 miles. And there'll be a lot more than just 5 cars on the racetrack at once. So it'll be a little bit more exciting, probably some more wrecks, but we will see. But that will wrap it up here in Daytona for tonight. I want to thank you for watching. And congratulations to, of course, our 2 drivers that won tonight. CH Fan and Dan will go and get you the unofficial starting lineup. On pole will be CH Fan to his outside. Well, actually, I think it's single file. So here's your running order. Sorry, I forgot we're in MRL. It'll be CH Fan, then Dan, then Alpha, Saturn, Estonian, then I'd assume Ginty, if he doesn't get a drive-through penalty. Well, actually, he has the grid drop, so he'll probably be at the back. Then Dark. Then we'll see if it's Pink or Evento. Actually, I'm sure Yummy's in... oh, no, he's in Hangout, so... but that will wrap it up for the night. We'll see you on Saturday for the full race. Oh, my goodness. For the full race. Oh, everyone get out of my stage. I'm ending the stream. Get out of here. That's embarrassing. All right, we'll see you on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. Please don't miss it. Oh my goodness. I can't. That is. Oh man.